In this video we are going to check over this Yashica T3 35mm point and shoot camera. This is one that's very well respected due to this Zeiss lens that it has. It's a f2.8, so it's a pretty fast lens for a point and shoot camera. And we're going to just look it over and check it for function and cosmetic condition. As we can see, it looks pretty nice. The coin slot here for the battery compartment has very little, if any, distress there. So it doesn't look like it's ever been pried with the coin. It's not necessary to do that. We can open it like that. What I have is a battery and a roll of scrap film that we are going to run through this camera just to put it through its paces. Neither of these are included in the sale. But what we have is a 2CR5 battery here, and we're going to slide that into the compartment and close the door. And we're going to open up the film door, and we push that up, and we'll load the film into this side and run the leader over into the take-up area, making sure that the film engages with the sprockets here. There we are. We'll close the door, and we hear it winding in, and we see it's wound to position 1 right here. So we can then open up the lens, and it should be ready to take pictures. And we can watch here as the lens moves and the shutter operates. And we can also engage the flash. Okay. And we saw the flash go off. It takes a little time for that to regenerate. Nope, the flash goes out after you take the one picture. But anyway, we can see that the display is working nicely there. And we want to try the self-timer here. So, here we go. I've engaged the timer, so I'll press the shutter button, and we can see the red light flashing here over by the flash, alerting the people that the, here goes. And there, we saw that work. And let's just pop off the rest of these photos. That was with a flash, because it auto-sensed it needed it. We're just going to run these all out here. There were a few less than 24 on this roll because I'd cut some off there, so it got up to 22. Now it's rewinding all the film back into the cassette. And there it sounds like it pulled free of the take-up spool. Now it's saying it's safe to unload. So we can open the door, and the film has wound all the way back into this cassette. And we would now be ready to process this if these were real pictures. Of course, these were not, so we will not process that. Looking inside, looks like the optics are quite nice. There's a big lens right in there. The pressure plate looks good. Looking around the edge here, there's a rubber gasket that seals all the way around. I don't see any breaks in that or anything that would lead to problems with light leaks. The door latches are both good right here, and we can see that those engage over here properly. Door closes nicely. And if we look up here on the top, this is kind of a neat feature of this model. It's got what they call this scope. I think sometimes they're called super scope, but you can see it's a little top waist viewfinder. You can look down through here, and the camera sees out through here, and so you can frame your picture without holding this up to your eye, and that's just an alternate way to take your picture. I'm going to take the battery back out because that's not included in the sale. I'll close the lens cover. Battery comes out. Battery compartment is nice and clean, and the battery door closes properly. And the camera comes with this Yashica case that it slides into. There's a little loop there that keeps the strap attached to it if you want, or you can take this off and then your camera is completely free of the case. But if you want to keep the case tethered to the camera, you can do that. By just simply snapping that. It's got a Velcro closure. It's an official Yashica case. A little bit of wear, but very serviceable. Belt loop on the back. So that's a look at this Yashica T3.